Hello everyone and welcome back to Wartales. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 71 and we have the Hovendorp mine situation to deal with. There were slaves that escaped. We followed their footprints, this bloody footprint trail, and now we have the law here with what I'm sure are runaway slaves from the mine at the Dawn Tower. So let's see what the situation is.
No surrender! We won't go back to the mines! We'd rather die free than remain slaves!
If it's really what you want.
Mercenaries! Over here! The all-seeing eye guides us! The all-seeing eye guides us!
Not this chanting again. You've lost your mind. Mercenaries, help us stop these fanatics. You'll be rewarded handsomely.
Stand by us, mercenaries! The all-seeing eye guides us. We're just reclaiming our freedom.
We are definitely going on the side of the slaves here. So there's the runaway slaves and the guard. We're going to attack the guard. They'll give us some influence. These guys will give us... We don't care about 60 crowns anyways. We have discovered through this whole process that the person who was killed, Hovendorp, and her church, very much like slaves, they need the slave labor to build their churches. So we're like, no. Okay. So let's take a look at this. We got 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. And then 5 more or 6 more over here. So 6, 6, and 5. Okay, that makes sense. That's the 17. Well, in that case, we're going to put the bear here. Xenia. So Kira's over there. Okay. Let's get some people moved around, paired up the way they need to be. Oh, good. Great. Leo Hall. Where's this? Is Jadruk. You want Jadruk where there's going to be a lot of soldiers. And we need bears. And this is Harim. Yes. Gonna have him there. So here's Xenia. We're going to want her in position to go over there. There's what? There's 5, 6 soldiers over there. And there's several guys here. There's no archers, it appears. So Xenia here. We don't want a bear running through that. So let's go get Jadruk. We saw him further down here. Well, actually, he's in a pretty good spot there because there's a bunch of people that need to be killed. These are all stars. And Jose. Okay, Jose. We're gonna try to keep you guys out of trouble. And so in order to do that, we'll try to set things up with our guys here, like Olgierd to drive in here. Give me another bear if you can. Where are all my bears? Oh, right there. Give me a bear down here. Like right there. That's good. They got Pete. Pete needs to be near the big thrust of people. Trade him for that one. They got a poacher here. You can switch that in the back. Cornlin. Okay, Cornlin, you can go there, which means switch me with the bear there. I need the archer. Greet. Come over here, Greet. So, they got an archer there. We're going to do this. We're going to switch that because you and Cornlin can play a game here. And you got Pete over here to hammer some people, and I got Alana here to help stab, but she's not really stab city. So what I want to do is put her over here. This guy's a criminal. He can move over there. Harim is going to protect Kira, so he can move here. They have a scoundrel. Let's kind of... Yeah, this will work. Put him in the back. Jadruk. I got a bear. I got Dradus. Dradus is who I need. Dradus, you come over here so you can stab all these guys. In fact, best place for you to start stabbing is probably right there. A scoundrel here. Okay. Got Manus, Gideon, a bear, Leo, who can go cut the hell out of people there, or over here. I got their archer there. Jenna is serious backstabbing damage right here, so let's do her like that. She should be near her husband, Pete. Actually, where's Pete? Gideon, Jadruk. Pete is over here. Okay, let's switch. Let's switch Dradus with Jenna. Your best friends. And in that case, who do we have down here? Corn. No. Okay, and you got a headhunter there, and that. This should work. Okay. These guys are all going to kind of go in that direction, it looks like. This is where we're going to want to point this. So let's do this. Bear. I'm going to put the criminal there. I'm going to put this bear here. I'm going to have this guy start by moving up to here. And he's going to go like this. It's going to take him a long time to run in and hit my bear. That's great. He's going to run over and hit my bear. Oh, he's going to whack Alana too. Okay. That's too bad. She's going to be bleeding. We'll fix that in a minute. So Kira's going to go down here and she's going to say, yeah, you don't. Who do you want to hit? Defender or the phalanx soldier? Or the tactician? Hit the tactician. Give me a little bear power. For Bobby, he's got 804 hit points. Go like this, darling. You gonna run up there and attack a bear? Good. Okay, so over here, I have Corn. You're gonna go like this. Go pick on Pete. That works. You're gonna die for that. These guys are the guards, so they're not outlaws, so they're not anybody that we can capture. Oh, this is setting up nicely for us to go in there and swing. Great. That's wonderful. Wonder if it isn't overkill doing this, but let's do it. And now you get to stay there. Swing between you and the bear, that's fine. Jadruk's gonna leave him there and go take this guy out. Actually, what's his 54? I think he's got more strength than us. Yep, so we're not gonna be able to bonk him. No crits there. That's nice. That's the knockback variety. You're really going to try to get over there, eh? Eh, you probably shouldn't do that. Kira's pretty good at killing things. Let's see. How many people do they have over here? Nobody. Perfect. Xenia, it's your turn. Go be a hero. Probably should have used this on her. Bandits focus first. I keep forgetting to do that. Increases the chance for a crit, which is really nice. You can add this. And then if you want, you can start walking away. Go do damage over here. I got Leo, who can smack both of these guys. So Manus should run up here and engage this turkey. He's gonna get 3 people. Because I put these guys here. That's too bad. Poke me again, fool. That's called being dead. Okay, can we get over here? Oh, kind of. Let's do this. I'm just gonna stay there for a second. He doesn't have run. He's the only character who doesn't have run, which is too bad. Okay, Gideon, get over here. Get this guy. Oh, hey, I need him engaged, you dummy. Jeez. You fool. Okay, let's do this. Right over here. Let's do this. Spend a point on that. Spend a point on this. That was critical hit land. That was very nice. Can I get in position to hit both of these guys? I can. 2 strikes is going to put that guy down. That's awesome. Great. I like that. That's good. He gets a big swing in there. He's going to get shot. And he's going to get poked. Shot and poked. It's like taking your cat to the vet. Okay, why don't you're Jenna. Oh, wonderful. You have lots of opportunities to kill things. Let's go over here. That was devastating. How far can you get? You can get over here. Spend a point to run up on this guy's back. Kill him. Excellent. Darling, that was wonderful. Now the bear is going to take over. Good, he's going to engage that one. That means Alana can do some damage. It's kind of crushing. Yep, let's get up over here. I think you can just kill that guy by throwing something at him. That's good. Okay. Just stay right next to him then. He's going to punch that guy to death. Your opponents are demoralized and want to flee. Good. Get out of here. We can't capture you, so there's no sense fighting to the end. Okay, loot all, repair all. Continue.
Thank you for coming to our aid. Without you, we were lost. We were separated from the other slaves during our escape. When the guard gave chase, I thought we were done for. Please accept this. I took it from a foreman's corpse.
Perfect.
If there is anything I can do for you, just ask. The
Well.
owner of the mine is dead? By the eye! This was a blessed evening. It was that very night the citizens of Gothenburg rescued us.
Okay, so didn't learn anything major there, but we did be able to rescue the mine. Now we can go back and tell the blacksmith about it.
It's the first time that I've felt safe since the uprising. Ah, you want to know what the all-seeing eye guides us means? I believe it's the name of a prayer, but those who rescued us used it as a rallying cry. I thought they sent you, so I repeated it just in case.
Okay. Corpses. Anything else? There's some hemp. There's nothing else around here. There's no hidden hatches or anything. Okay, my friends. Well then. That's the answer to that. Let's head back. We'll talk to the blacksmith and see what she knows. There's also these guys. They have a cart. They have a golden ticket.
Stand back, peasants. These valuable commodities are only for those who can afford them.
That'd be me. I can afford them. My mercenary group is well equipped and well financed. We are experts. Experts at our trade, except for me doing that. And you can see how the icons over the buildings have gone away again. I don't know what game you're playing at, developers.
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine. I haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed to continue.
I have your solution.
With these ore supply problems, I don't really have the time to chat about Broker Hovendorp's death. Broker Bernna wants me to renew all his fighters.
Oh, bummer. She isn't... okay, how do we have to fix this? We finished the mine. Tomb of the Ancients. Oh, I thought for sure she'd say something about that. Bummer, I say. No. Thought we were going to be able to tell her. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Is there a different button?
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp
Repair,
mine.
leave,
I
question.
haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed to continue.
Okay, what about this? This is the ship's log. I'll sell that. It's a trinket. This is a trinket. Trinket, trinket. Critical hit, ghost, throwing knife. I'll hang on to that, sure. God Gambison. Outlaws layered armor. And I can't...
With these ore supply problems, I don't know if Bernna wants me to renew.
I don't like that. Why? I can tell you what happened at the mine. Okay, maybe I need to tell the broker then. So at the travel post, we have one level 11 character. I think it was... Okay, it's Manus. So Manus is going to get... this. Let's take... What is this? This is two-handed sword, rare. We don't care about that. We want this. One-handed sword. Yes. Retrieve that item. How close is anybody else? Olgierd, he's level 10. Gideon's level 9. Nobody else is close for the one-handed swords. Okay. So... there's no sense retrieving any of the other ones. Or worrying about making more. How many more of these do we got? 111. That's good. So there's all this stuff. I put these maps away when it got done. The Artesian Hunt, the Virtues Hunt, Tiltran Hunt. Those are all done. The Luduran Hunt is done now. We still have to do the Grinmere Hunt, which is the region we're in. We have Winfrith's map. That map. Those can go. And then some other things that we're not really using that much. Oh, I know what I should do. Corpses. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, is see about our gear. So the first thing we want to do is for Manus. Get him a fancy new sword. He's got defensive oil and wedding oil. It's a lot more strength. So his strength is now going to jump up to 74. We're going to get him wedding oil to make things bleed. Alertness oil. Damage from attacks of opportunity. Yes, and he's going to get plenty of those. So let's do that. Let's do that one. We'll want to make some more of those. Damage from attacks of opportunity oil. And then this is armor 114. Xenia's got this, and she's got a criminal bar boot. What is this? Outlaws layered. It has slightly more armor, less guard, more carrying capacity. I mean, she would have less crit. I don't want to put that on any of my people, I think. Even Gideon, who's got what? This? No, we'll sell that. Okay. We're going to sell it then. So who'd she say?
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine. I haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed to continue. With these ore supply problems, Broker Bernna wants me to renew all his fighters' equipment. So I've work to do and suppliers to chase up.
Okay. Broker Bernna. We got to go find that person. In addition, I handed off all of this stuff. I'm hanging on to that shield until I see what... Leo Hall, Manus. Okay, what's Manus using? He's got a shield that's armor 47. And this is... oh, that's even less. Flaming strike skill. And this is armor 12. It's got the powerful counter skill. It's got arrow defense. I don't care about that. And Gideon's got what? These got... Which one is this? Alizar and Heater Shield. I want some more of those. I love powerful counter. This is aggressive shielding. If this unit still has armor, they reflect damage, which is nice. And I don't care about the arrow thing. So we're going to sell this. And then the question is this weapon better than any one anybody's using? Strength, defensive oil, unstable oil. So what are you using? You got unstable, which does what? After attacking an enemy in close combat has 25%. Oh, I like that. That's the one I really want. Unstable oil. Okay. And this is wedding oil and strength oil. Okay, so we can sell this. Sell that. All right. And then there's what? Vicious Shot, Dex 17, and Dex 27 with Vicious Shot. Ooh. And then what's Kira using? Kira has 2 weapons, and if we switch, this one is Dexterity 17 with Vicious Shot. Let's go to the other one. You can have this one, sister. Yeah, baby. We want to do the same thing for the other character, but Greet doesn't have that ability yet, so she's just got that bow. So we'll sell Dex 17 and one more Dex 17. We got our critical damage, axe skills. I like that one. Okay, we're good there. So Bernna, and then we have these fools. What we should always do when we get these guys in is we should do this. Give them pony figurines. The pony figurines automatically come off. It doubles their carrying capacity. So until we can turn them in, and then it's time to rest. Okay. Time to rest. They're all tied up. We'll go dump them off somewhere soon when we're outside the gates. Making that beer, baby. Doing the plague stuff. The well. The food. We're good. Corpses. To feed the bears. Alright, so this one is bonus critical damage. And we're just going to kind of do stuffed cabbage. And some cider. The troop. Okay, so now what we're looking at on the map is, wait a minute, Broker's Palace. We want to go there. So let's go turn right and go this way. We want to go north. What? Bandits? Oh, we just negotiated with them for something? Oh, I didn't even see what they took. They took money. Oh, darn it. Okay. I really wanted to get over to here. Where did those guys come from? So there's Broker. We're looking for Broker Bernna or whatever her name is. Broker Clemens, Aldmarham. Corinne. Hergrat, the ship owner. Brother so-and-so. I don't see the person I'm looking for. Corinne. Broker Clemens.
How have they still not found Broker Hovendorp's killer? Just look around you. The streets empty the minute the sun sets. Everyone's afraid to go outside. It's already taking a toll on business.
I commiserate, dear lady, but I can assure you the Broker Council is doing everything in its power to resolve this.
This discussion could last a while longer. Let's talk to him.
The role of the Broker Council is to run the city and maintain some measure of civil peace there. Each member, brokers such as myself, has a duty to listen to the residents' demands. Yes, mercenaries. Do you have a grievance? The Brotherhood reports didn't tell us much more than what we already knew. At the time of Willa Ald Hovendorp's brutal murder, all the other brokers were here and stayed well into the night.
Great, but I need to talk to... Those are brothers. Broker Clemens.
Good to see you again. You should head to Hovendorp Manor. The broker's daughter has a search going there.
Hovendorp's Manor, but I've been there. Yes, sir.
This fresco is incredible. I've never seen anything like it in Harag.
Corinne.
Good to see you again. We were there on the night of Willa Old Hovendorp's death. I remember Broker Bernna was also there, but I don't think I saw the Broker's son or the Alizarian ambassador.
Broker Bernna was there. Well, I need to talk to this Broker Bernna. Okay, Broker Bernna. Where are you gonna be, Broker Bernna? Broker Bernna. Master Magdalen's Forge, the Tavern of Fortune's Maid, Gothenburg University, Church of the Saving Eye, Hovendorp's Arena, the Roust Field. Okay. What is this? This is hunt down the Grinmere Pack at the Trackers Camp, and this is the Brotherhood Fortress, High Security Jail, Smots Arena. That's on the other side of this. We don't care about that. Hovendorp Manor. Let's go see if Broker Bernna was there. At the Hovendorp Manor. So there's a Hovendorp. There's a brother, and sister. There's a lockpick. Dang it, I'm looking for this person. Where are they at?
I'd rather you didn't mention my brother in front of me.
Okay.
What have you done? Lady Malvina is now refusing to talk about her brother.
That's her brother's fault, not mine.
Clues. Yes, I must find clues. Leave me. I need to focus.
But I have questions.
I've been Lady Malvina's personal bodyguard for 3 years now. Between you and me, I believe that Lydric Old Hovendorp is capable of killing his own mother. They hated each other so much that Broker Hovendorp regularly threatened to disinherit him.
Well, that doesn't sound nice. Okay. But that gets me no closer to finding Broker Bernna. Broker Bernna? Where would you be? Broker Bernna. Okay, Hovendorp Manor. Okay, there's Bernna's Arena. Alright, so that's going to be it. So we're going to go down this place. Or we can go around here. Is bad guys over there. We're going to leave them alone. We're trying to solve a mystery here. Alright, where are we at here? If we go... Very confusing. To figure out where the arena is. It's not here in this dead end, is it? No, what is this? So this curves around. Bernna's Champions. It's right there. Okay, there we go. Let's go talk to Bernna. This has got to be the next logical step. Fighter Nirized. Arit? And who's this? Lee West? Grinmere Province. What is this the right place?
You want to take part? Blessed be Saint Elior. Our best fighters have joined our competition.
They want us to do the fighting.
It's not that I don't want to sell you my wares. I'm afraid they're reserved for our fighters and champions.
Oh, I see.
Even when times were hard, I stood by Broker Godric Old Bernna. I'm passionate about fighting. Money was never the point. We've lost many fighters over the last few months, as Broker Godric Old Bernna had to cut back on prize money. But I knew that he'd find a solution eventually. He'd do anything for this arena.
So where is he? I guess we're gonna have to fight to find out.
You want to take part? Blessed be Saint Elior.
Glory.
Our best fighters.
Prosperity. Oh, okay. So round 1, round 2, round 3 champions. Select your fighters. Enemy units gain the tenacity status when they have 1 health. Rules. A team consists of 4 fighters. After registering, the team cannot be modified for the rest of the competition. Fight 3 battles in a row to take on the arena champion and try to obtain their medal. When a fighter has no more health, they do not die but are instantly taken out of combat. Okay, well, if we're going to find the damn Bernna, I suppose we have to do this. Hold on, let's do this then.
Really? Wait!
Come back. Okay, you want me to fight?
You want to take part?
Well, if you'll answer my questions, we'll send Jadruk in for sure. We want Jenna. I definitely want Olgierd. Wait a minute. Okay, so Jadruk confirm. I want Olgierd von Everick because he's got the great second attack there. I want swordsmen because they're immune to poison and burning and all that other stuff. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. Although having Kira in here would be bonkers too. Let's do that. We'll take an archer. And then, So who do I have? I have Jadruk, Olgierd, Kira. Yeah, I need Jenna because she's the assassin of assassins. Okay. Those are some pretty heavy hitters for me. Let's see what the actual makeup is going to happen like. Register this team. Yes. Let's see how they fight. Do not attack this requirement. Do not attack the same unit twice. Okay, he's going to attack, and what is he? 44 against Jadruk, who's 48. I've got this person and an arrow person and that person. Okay, in this case, Kira. Man. Let's do this. We're going to do this. You're going to take one long shot first. Vicious shot. If I swap, it's Mark of Haran, which it can't be consumed because, so it's 35 to 59 damage versus that. Okay, it does slightly more damage. I don't care so much about knocking them back. I need the damage. Like that. And then I go here and kind of protect myself and do this. Oh my god. I'm not supposed to attack the same person twice, but requirement. It's not good. Do not attack the same unit twice. Yeah, but that's her job, right? Olgierd. Get up here. Okay. That do not attack the same unit twice reward is not great there. Jenna can really finish some things off, so we're going to move you right here. Just try to crunch him. Requirement met. Oh, you're gonna die, dude. You want to keep attacking me? You're gonna die. Okay. Let's do this. Who's got the least amount of hit points left? 1 and 1. Can we get rid of you guys? He's down to 1. Is that it? Following your victory, the crowd adores you. Choose and upgrade the rest of the way for the competition. Pressure. All the enemies start the battle with vulnerability. Every time a companion lands a critical hit, they gain rage. Alertness. All enemies start the battle with vulnerability. Let's start with that. At the end of each round, all enemy units are healed up to the level of their ally with the highest. At the end of each round, all enemy units are healed up to the level of their ally with the highest remaining health. Okay, that's gonna stack it. Alright. Well. Enemy units gain tenacity. Allies win when all enemy units have the tenacity status. Enemy units gain the tenacity status when they have 1 health. Okay. Start the battle. Some units do not have bonuses selected. Oh, okay, hold on. Do not have bonuses selected. Get 2 valor points. Oh, so that's weird. Get 2 valor points. Okay. Now can I fight? Some units do not have bonuses selected. I'm not sure what's going on here. What do you mean do not have bonuses selected? What do you mean do not have bonuses selected? Oh, they want this. Repair this unit's... Okay, so here we go. Repair this unit's armor. And then heal this unit. Oh, okay. But what about this? I don't have to select anything for that. So I can choose to heal him. And then she's got that bonus and that bonus and that bonus. Okay, I get it. I got you. Displacement trap. So I got a punk, an archer, another punk. I got Jadruk. I got Jenna here, which is not good. Olgierd. Start us off. Each companion must end their turn next to an ally. Oh, that's our requirement. Okay. I'm gonna lock you sons of bitches up then. You're down, buddy. Slight interruption there for me while I was recording this video. Someone called. It was kind of important, so I had to take it. In the meantime, we have him here. We can't... Each companion must end their turn next to an ally, and I can attack it. There's no limitation on attacking people. This person's down, but I can't kill them. So here's my confusion on this whole deal, and what you're hearing now is my voice in post-production after I went through this, because this was a very frustrating encounter for me. I think the developers really expected you and anticipated that you would do one of the other arenas first before you got here, and I did not. So this was my first arena encounter. And they explained to you at the very beginning of this arena encounter, since it was my first one, that characters don't die. Characters in the arena don't die when they get reduced to 0 hit points. Instead, they just wander off the arena and they're out of the match. However, they expect you to encounter that and do that and experience that earlier in the game at one of the other arenas. So this arena is special. When characters get reduced to 1 hit point, they don't wander off and leave the match. And I didn't understand that, because that's hence my confusion is I'm watching these characters get reduced to 1 hit point and not wander off. They're getting defeated, but they're still there and they're still able to hit me. So I got very, very frustrated, as you can probably imagine, because of the fact that the rules didn't match what was happening. Although the game also tells you here in this specific arena that these characters are going to have this ability that's going to allow them to be reduced to 1 hit point instead of 0. So you got 2 competing things going on, and like I said, I think it just boils down to the game developers expecting you to encounter an arena early, get used to the rules, characters get reduced to 0 hit points, they leave the match, and that way the special rules for this arena here in Grinmere, these rules then you will recognize as being unique, and you'll be like, oh, it's a new twist on the arena. For me, it just seemed confusion. It was like you told me one thing and then you told me a second thing, and now it's doing the second thing, and the first thing is what, a lie? It's just, I didn't get it. So it made it very, very frustrating. Because it's very frustrating to have all 3 of these characters here still hitting me, and I'm like, am I going to die? And of course you can't die because your characters just wander off, but I work so hard to make sure that that doesn't happen to my characters that I don't get to experience it. And in fact, I don't see how arenas are actually supposed to operate until later in the game. So I guess I would say to people new to Wartales that when you encounter one of the first arenas, and I think there's one in Vertruse, and I know there's one in Ludern, I would do one of those arenas as soon as you encounter it so that you understand the rules really well. That way, when you get to here, you will more clearly recognize the change in the rules, and you won't become frustrated like me. Like, I'm really frustrated here because I get riposte, and I'm smacking the hell out of this character, and it's bleeding and supposed to be dying, and meanwhile, it's riposting me, and it's like, why is it not dying? It's just not dying. So. And then, of course, there's those things. I didn't mean to do that, so it pushes everyone around. There's some really cool stuff in the arena like that. And overall, when I started playing the other matches later on where you could punish these characters, they'd get down to 0 hit points and they'd walk off. They walk off as soon as they get to 0 hit points. That ends up being fun. So every time a companion is attacked, they gain fury, strength in numbers. Every time a companion is supported, they gain riposte. I was going, so what do I choose here? Strength in numbers. Okay. My logic probably was that there was that crowd. There was the crowd requirement where they wanted you to make sure you ended a turn next to one of your companions. And I was thinking, well, let's get a riposte when we're next to somebody. So I like this part of it. I like how you can choose something here. You can either get valor points, or you can repair their armor or repair their health, going from match to match. I think the developers did a really good job of setting up the arena. I mean, the developers did a really good job with the whole entire game. I'm just going to sit here and ramble in post-production now because I can't go back to the original audio because it is literally like 15 minutes of me just dropping F-bombs because I'm so frustrated because I don't understand why the enemies won't die. And so that's, you know, that's ultimately my bad, but it's also just the confusion of not having experienced the arena before. But they did a good job with this. They did such a good job with the whole game. In fact, I can tell you right now, as I'm doing this post-production voiceover, I'm 1 episode away from finishing the game, I think. I think I've completed 93 episodes. And it has been a wild ride. This game has really good pacing. That's one of the things. I want to do like a post episode, like a retrospective, not really a post-mortem, but a retrospective. Post-mortem is what developers do after a game has been released, and they'll talk about all the things that went right and all the things that went wrong. So it's kind of like that, except I'm not the developer, I'm a player. But what I really want to start doing with all these series, these Let's Play series, when I finish them, right after I finish them while they're fresh in my head and I still have all the video footage, is I want to do what I'm going to call like complete, like Wartales complete video, and where I can sit there and talk about how the game felt to me, how it impacted me, all the good and all the bad. And in the case of Wartales, there's very, very little bad to talk about. I have been so impressed with this game from the beginning. And one of the things the game does really, really well is the pacing. I love that I played it as region locked, first of all. I think this is kind of the ideal way to play the game. And I also love that we used anonymous mode here. An anonymous mode meaning you don't know what order the enemies are going to take their turns. It changes the tactics a lot. The game is just, I feel like, too easy. It's easy mode tactically if you can see the order of the enemies attacking, because then you can always neutralize threats before they do big damage. So anonymous mode, I feel like, is really the best difficulty slider in the game. Like, there's different difficulty modes, but forget about the modes. The hard thing is changing this to anonymous mode, and I think that was the right move. And I love the region locked way of playing, because then it really felt progressive is the wrong word. It really felt like there was a progression, like the classic massive MMORPG, massively multiplayer online role-playing games. You guys know World of Warcraft, it's the most famous one, but I was an EverQuest player. There were also a ton of other MMOs during the MMO heyday in the early 2000s. As an EverQuest player, I loved the progression of being able to go into a new region and then you level up through there, and when you reach max level, when the area stops giving you experience anymore, then you go find a new area and you and your friends go there and do battles and do you do the content and you get the gear and you get the raids. I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved it, and I'd love to do a retrospective video on EverQuest sometime because it was so much fun. And this game gives you that feeling. This is why I like games that have static levels for their enemies. I don't like matched auto leveling from enemies. I hate that games do that, and that's something that Bethesda has done a few times, and I don't like it, because I like the ability to progress and feel like you're becoming more powerful. When all the enemies automatically match to whatever your level is, it never feels like you're making any progress. Like, you're getting more skills and you're getting better gear, but what for? It's really fun in this game when you're level locked like this, when you're region locked, for instance, and you're getting into the end game stuff, and you start to get a little low on money, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go do a trading run, and I'm gonna go do some trade goods, and while I'm there, I'm just gonna take every low level mission I can as I pass through Wartales and Wartales. So here we have strategic retreat. Every time a companion ends their turn without dealing damage, the troop gains inspiration. And elation, which fulfilling a requirement grants galvanization. The arena isn't very big, so taking inspiration isn't a big deal because you don't really need to move around that much. It's much better, I think, to have galvanization for this final round. And very quickly, my point with what I was saying was I like things being not matched to your level, because it makes it advantageous to be more powerful, to revisit those earlier levels. You're really, really powerful. But here we go. We're going to fight the two brothers here at the end, and this is really cool. So we have these weapons here. So he's got Valiant Assault, deals a bunch of damage. If he's already engaged in this, he gets protection. But then you get his unique gear. You can see how many hit points he gets from his armor, which is really cool. For the Glory creates a power zone. That's kind of cool. This is the two-handed weapon, a bunch of strength, rushing gale, deals 70% damage to all units in the area, knocks them back by 2 meters. And units that couldn't be knocked back take extra damage. So they take 150% damage. The other brothers within 4 meters, they gain brotherly fury. So you want to try and separate them, but that's really hard to do with my group because I can't push people around very much. I don't have really the weapon set up for that. These guys have a lot of hit points. What's cool is after this fight, you beat them, you're going to get their weapons. Sadly, you don't get their armor. So I was kind of hoping you'd get everything. And he's going to create his power zone, I think, right there. Yep, right there. So they get Surge of Pride, and you're like, Yep, so Brotherly Bond, For the Glory, Valiant Assault. He's got that weapon. Deals a bunch of damage if the target is engaged. He gains protection for 1 round, but still. So it's like, what's the best move here? I kind of want to end her. I needed to end her next to a companion because I think she earns a point that way. But the thing I was thinking was, can I push him around and get him out of this power zone and away from his brother? But there's just not enough push there. And of course, you know they're going to want to move, so you target to try to do some extra damage. He's got that really neat move. Gets to knock you away. He gets to do a whole bunch of armor damage. And I'm thinking, man, I wish a rock was going to fall in that red zone right there, because that'd be great. But tactically, you're thinking, man, we got to get one brother killed. And of course, Jenna must not move. That's the requirement. You get a bunch of reward for that. You get 3 valor points, and I'm thinking, oh man, is it possible to get her to not move? So that's also difficult. I really wanted those points, but I just couldn't imagine leaving her there. So Olgierd von Everek. I'm thinking now, if I was doing this fight again, knowing that these two brothers exist at the end and how they operate, I would definitely use a spearman in here. And I'm not sure I would use an archer, because having a spearman next to this character who could add their attack, you know, they get when they're right next to a character being attacked. Yeah, because he's gonna kill Jenna right up front, which is just no good. And I was happy she didn't get hit by that swing. It's got some blood bleeding. She's got to get the hell out of there. Thank God we have run on everybody. This is the part of the game I didn't understand, and if I was going to make a video on like 10 tips that you should know before playing Wartales, which, you know, that's a really popular thing to do in videos, that would be one of my tips, is to make sure to go to the Brotherhood and always be buying Run and Heal and Wrath. And Taunt when they have it. Actually, having Taunt is also really useful in everybody. Having those skills and not having to rely on them coming from the class of each character and being able to add them to everybody is really great. Requirement, Jadruk must not take any damage. Well, that's going to be hard to do. First of all, he's my best fighter. But I just think that having all those skills is really important. That's one of the things that I would say is kind of critical to understand about the game. And I would have made much better use of the Brotherhood early on. And that's the way it always is with a game like this. You're going to learn things, and then the second time you play it, you're going to do things much more correctly. I wish I could have hit both brothers with that attack, but that was the situation we were in. So not a lot of fun there. And then he's going to set up another power zone. And I'm wondering if yeah, on the overlap there. Fortunately, he hit his brother, which is great. But then I had to willpower to not die there. So that's no good. At this point in time, I think on the original audio track, there's nothing but F-bombs from me. It's like this is so bad. I hate this so much. But it was just because I was totally unprepared for this particular rule set, and I had no idea how this fight was going to go, and I was trying my best to think ahead of time of what kind of group would I really want. Not being able to have that character walk away when they got down to 0 hit points and instead they get 1 hit point and get to stay there, that really changes the complexion of the fight. It's no bueno. Because normally what would have happened is he would have taken that damage and he would have walked off. That's what the normal arena encounter is. So which is what my guy did there. And it was like, oh, okay. So then I'm thinking, how the hell do I do this? So what follows here is like 2 minutes of me ranting because I'm really angry that I just lost one of my good characters and the other one's about to die too, and I'm left here with an archer. And it's like, is there any way for me to actually be able to do enough damage here with the characters that I have left? And again, it's just me being frustrated with not understanding the rules, because the thing that I was fixated on was at the very beginning when it tells you if any characters in the arena don't die, if any of them reach 0 hit points, they walk off. And of course, my character walks off, but they don't. So I'm just like, what is going on? And it wasn't until later when I'm watching through the video, I see that second piece and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Okay. So she's going to go out, I think. Yeah. She's got willpower. And he's bleeding, but he's not, you know, the bleeding doesn't do much good. New requirement. Must end their turn next to an ally. So we wanted to have that so they'd have her paused. So here comes the question of, and of course they heal a little bit, which is one of their magic things. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So he's got to get in here and be able to do enough damage. And it's like, who do you want to kill first? Well, you can't kill him, so he can't get off of there. So now we got to run so we can get over to the other brother. Fortunately, there's not a lot of hit points left. So I think if we get them both down to 1 hit point, I think it's over. So once again, saved at the end here.
Well
and
done.
That's it.
You won! The arena was packed for your last fight. I hadn't seen such a crowd in ages. Business is booming. You've more than earned your prize. While we're at it, how would you feel about representing us at the arena clash against Hovendorp? The competition will start very soon. With champions like yourselves, we finally have a chance. This arena used to be very popular, with potential champions queuing at the door. But broker Godric Old Bernna had some financial difficulties, and the fighter's pay suffered. The broker was desperate. This arena is his family's pride and joy.
My new champions! I had to congratulate you in person.
So there we go. We've moved the region to 37 of 100.
Never have I seen someone defeat my champions with such panache. What a show. The arena clash would be a unique opportunity for you to fight in front of a larger audience. And as luck would have it, I'm looking for someone strong enough to take part. You could represent us. Imagine that. Taking part in the greatest show in Gossenburg, facing the fierce Hovendorp contenders, securing the title for Bernna's arena for the first time in 4 years. You'll think about it, won't you?
Yeah, and we'll be able to actually do a real arena fight then.
I knew it. I knew you had heart. I'll await your final answer outside Hovendorp's arena, where the clash will take place.
And that becomes my first experience of doing a real arena where at 0 hit points they walk off.
I saw you fight. I couldn't believe my eyes. You people are natural-born fighters.
We should be, after all we've taken to get here. So, blueprint, lead belt, critical damage plus 15%. Nice for certain characters. So that ends up being the end of that. He's got skill mastery. We should grab those books when we can, which ends up being resealed. That's the other thing that I would put in a top 10 list of things you should know before playing Wartales. Buy the skill mastery books and use them. They really upgrade a lot of skills, which is really nice. So, and then I keep accidentally clicking on things. So at this point in time, we're going to continue. We have to go on to Hovendorp's arena, and we got a bunch of other stuff, but this is basically the end of the episode. So everybody, thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy gaming, everyone.